Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakwenya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ye mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresa huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, NFA, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
I'm not too sure why there are some Nigerians who are always against Burna Boy, chasing him from left, right, and center, and almost everything he does, they do so well to critique him. I don't know why it is like that. The last time I checked, Burna Boy was done with all his tours and decided to come back to Nigeria, where he started everything from to relax, to chill, and to maybe meet family and friends a little bit. Whilst he was doing all these things, there were some people who were also pushing agenda against him. And one of them is what I want to discuss today in this edition of the Editorial live on Sammy Flex TV. So if you are with me, you can also bring your opinion on what you know on this particular story, because it is not war. It is just an exchange of ideas, knowledge, and information. So whatever information you have, bring it on board. I also bring what I've gathered on board, and we run away from here. Because it is not as if I'm seeing this for the first time. I've been seeing it here and there. And out of that, I'm sure everybody knows the popular statement, you go explain, tire, no evidence. You go explain, you go tire, no evidence. I know that popular statement came out from some of these things that we have been talking about. And on this note, I'm just going straight to the point to bring to you what I have seen, what I have observed, and what I think some Nigerians, in fact, not all, because I know that Odogu also has his fan base. They are also pushing him. That is the outsiders. They are also pushing him and making sure that everything he's doing, the world is recognizing it. Whilst they are pushing him, there are other people who are also pushing an agenda of bringing him back. But in all, they all come together to make the music industry complete. If we don't have those who will be against us, I'm not sure some of us will still be working even extra hard. But because we know there are some people who are even sitting somewhere to see how we will fail, then they will say, oh, we knew it. We suspected they will fail, or we thought that they were going to fail. Because of such people, sometimes you work and you don't even want to rest. My name is Sammy Flex. This is called the Editorial. The Editorial is my way of telling you my perspective on the stories happening here in Ghana and around the world. in the area of show business. And today, it is going to be an interesting conversation. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta. He is on camera. And anytime you are also looking for that guy to shoot your music video for you, why don't you link up with us here at Flex Entertainment Limited? We are sure going to give you something quality. Think about it. Get in touch with us. Our number is what you always see on our screens. We are available, ready to do the do with you. Richie Flex is also the editor and director of the show. And Tap Tap Send is also proud to be associated with this channel. So in case you are somewhere and you want to be sending money from your location to Ghana or to some selected African countries, Tap Tap Send is the Run2 app. Just download it from your phone, put in your bank details, use the promo code SammyFlex, and when you do this, you are sure going to enjoy the easiest, the fastest, and the safest way to send money from abroad to Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, do it today and no peace. Now, let's go on to why it has become necessary that we look at this story. I'm going to be reading a tweet from one of Nigeria's Twitter influencers. His name is Basito. Basito. He is very influential in the scheme of things. He has numbers on the app and he controls narrative when it comes to talking about what is happening in Nigeria. Same way, shout outs to my main man, Joy Akan. Looks like it's been long I saw something from him. Maybe very soon we'll be seeing something from him as well. But for now, Basito is the man on the chopping board. So let's see what he has put out, then we can put in our own stuff. Sometimes I'm not too sure whether some of these influencers have specific agendas against some people in the industry. But as humans as we are, we have our biases. As humans as we are, we have our interests. As humans as we are, sometimes we support some things, and for some reasons, we are also against some things. So if it comes out that some of these individuals are maybe against this or that, personally, Sammy Flex, I won't be surprised. I won't say hate. I will say they are against how things are done there. And if I see it like that, I would not be surprised a bit. Because it is like that. It is human nature. You can't get everything and everybody going your way. Sometimes people will go left and others will go right, and that is also allowed. So I know some of these comments will be coming up like, oh, Basito is a hater for this. Basito is a supporter of the video. Basito is only projecting Wizkid. I know that kind of conversation. I know. It is like that here in Ghana as well. There are some people, media people, who have some brands tagged with their names. I know when you come to Ghana, you mention Sammy Flex TV, your guess is as good as mine. Or better still, when you mention Sammy Flex, your guess is as good as mine. But that is not the main point. Let's move on to the main point once again. So Basito tweeted that the only time this guy cares about Nigeria and her people is when he wants to drop an album. This is the same person that kept fans waiting outside till 3 a.m. last December. And when he came out, all he had to say was, if not for Shay vibes, I for done the go house. Miss me with all the activism gimmick, please. Now, let's try to break this down so you guys will get to know what I'm talking about. He says the only time this guy cares about Nigeria and her people is when he wants to drop an album. And this guy he's talking about is no other guy than Burna Boy, a.k.a. Odogu, a.k.a. the African Giant, a.k.a. the twice as tall. He is the gentleman or the guy Basito is talking about, where he thinks that anytime he cares about Nigeria and her people is when he wants to drop an album. So to them, Burna Boy in his career at the moment does not really think about Nigeria like that. And remember that some time ago, I also read something from Joy Akan, where Joy Akan was talking about the fact that now Burna Boy does not even want to sing like that guy who started from Nigeria. Now Burna Boy is singing like someone who is an R&B artist or something. Meanwhile, to them, they want him to know that Nigeria's basics, the Afrobeat basics that he started, that is what has been keeping him going till now. So if he comes across like now, he is doing something like he is maybe some Drake or he is some whatever, they are surprised. Away from what Joy Akan said, I'm sure it is almost the same thing that our gentleman Basito is also saying here. And he says the only time this guy cares about Nigeria and her people is when he wants to drop an album. He continues. This is the same person that kept fans waiting outside till 3 a.m. last December. And when he came out, all he had to say was, if not for Shay vibes, I for done they go house. And let me tell you this. It is true. Last year, December, after Burna Boy had told almost every crony and corner in Ghana, in the world, he decided to come back to Nigeria. After going all over the world, he decided to come back to Nigeria. That was last December. And when he came back to Nigeria, that Nigerians knew that, oh, this is our man, we've missed him and we want to know what is happening to him, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. All the excitement, the hype, and the kind of feel they went to the show with, everything was killed. Because when they were ready to have fun with their own Odogu decided to leave them waiting. All because later we got information that the rider that was provided for the concert was not right for him. Of course, if Burna Boy says a rider is not right for him, we all know what he means. He's been performing at the prestigious areas that you can think about in the world. Such places, they have everything that you can think of when it comes to making an artist performance rider thick. And he has been enjoying that. In fact, that is what he's used to now. So if he comes to Nigeria and they give him anything substandard, he's sure not going to be happy with it. If he comes to Nigeria and they give him anything that is below that standard, he's sure not going to be happy with it. So the guy has recalled what happened last December with Burna Boy and fans in Nigeria. And this is true. He's not telling lies. They were kept waiting till 3 a.m. They were just waiting to see Burna Boy perform. And later, when Burna Boy mounted the stage, he told them if it hadn't been Shay vibes, if I don't, they go house. And I'm sure the people were hurt. Their egos were bruised. They were highly offended. Because to them, I'm sure they will be going like, after giving you all the support for you to conquer the world, you come back to serve your people, and this is what you could give to us. You come back to serve the people, and this is what you decided to do to us. They were not happy with him. And I'm sure that is what this gentleman is talking about. Then he finally says that, miss me with all the activism gimmick, please. So what he's saying that because he thinks Burna Boy wants to drop an album, and once again, he needs Nigeria's attention. Now, he's playing some gimmicks here and there. Now, he wants the people to know he's for them. Now, he's doing this and that for them just to get them to love him again. But this gentleman is saying, lie, like the Nigerians do. Imbano. It is not true. It won't happen this time around. In fact, all your activism gimmick, they are not going to buy them. That is what the man is saying. And as it stands now, if you check through the comments or the thread of that particular tweet, there is a mixed opinion there. There are some people who think that really and truly, Burna Boy is fond of that. And there are others who also think that Basito is just being, maybe he's not doing things right. As a matter of fact, he's just trying to hate on Burna Boy, something I just don't want to say. They think that is what he's trying to do. That he's just trying to cause some havoc to the guy, and because he's doing this, because he's doing that, some people are not too cool. Meanwhile, we've seen Burna Boy chilling in town in his expensive cars, after all the tours. We've seen him zooming his cars, Lamborghini and things all over Nigeria after playing and satisfying the world. What again do we want? I think sometimes as a people, our spirit of entitlement becomes so immense. When I pay attention to what this gentleman is saying, I have a feeling that, okay, it might not be any other thing. No. This guy thinks that for all his years of doing music in Nigeria, after going back, he comes back and he needs to be at the beck and call of everyone. And you won't get it like that, my people. In fact, you won't get it like that no matter how you cry. You won't get it like that no matter how you shout. If you like, just assume that the guy has assumed a different status. And as much as he's assumed a different status, everything about him will be different. If you can get this particular point into your head, you'll be fine. If you can do that, you'll be fine. So, to my good brother, Basito, enough is enough. This is the time for us to still show the world that Burna Boy is for us, Nigerians, and Africa in general. This is the time for you guys to still continue to show him the love. Yes, he's about to release album, he will need you. In fact, take it or leave it. And whether you are happy about it or not, there are some people who will still show him genuine love. There are some people who will do everything that he wants them to do for them. There are some people who will be willing to go all out to support him. Your one tweet, 2 tweets, or even 1,000 tweets might not change the story. So if we cannot change the story, why don't we come back together to make sure the reign of Odogu continues? At least it helps. It helps all of us to know that this is how it is done. It helps all of us to know that after holding him down, he is still standing firmly on his feet. Yes, we are going to wait for the next album. He's released some single for you guys to enjoy. And I pray that that rivalry of this and that will not come across his way. If there is any people who should give Burna Boy any opposition now, it shouldn't be African, it shouldn't be Nigerians. It should be people from the West. So if they are not giving him that opposition and we are going to give him that opposition, then wait till we gain. If we give him that opposition, then wait till we gain. We gain nothing. We gain nothing as a matter of fact. Let's support him. His name is Burna Boy, aka Odogu. And shout outs to a man like Basito. It is good to pour out your frustration sometimes. It is good to say what you feel you want to say. But after saying it, let's move on. Yes, you don't want to be part of the activism, gimmick, and all those things. That is fine. But to those who would want to be part, we shouldn't discourage them. To those who would want to be part, we shouldn't kill their vim. In fact, we shouldn't kill their mojo, like some people say. Let them be, because together we can build. A word to the wise is enough. If those who have ears, listen. This is the editorial brought to you by Sammy Flex. To my people in Nigeria on Burna Boy. Let's welcome him. He's one of us. There is no way we can disown him. I'm done.